It began with a peaceful march with music blaring from the Eagle Square to the National Assembly complex. Youth, women, and some elderly people who are indigenes of the Federal Capital Territory joined in the protest to express their dissatisfaction with the composition of the North Central Development Commission, as one Solomon Adodo from Benue State was given their spot in the board. They want the nomination reversed and for the National Assembly not to confirm him.
On the board of the North Central Development Commission, Benue State has 4 nominations while the FCT has none, and that is the reason for this protest. Now, the original inhabitants of the Federal Capital Territory has blocked entrance to the National Assembly with a call on the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, to reverse the nomination of the FCT that was given to a Benue State indigene.
At the main gate of the National Assembly, the protesters waited patiently for lawmakers to submit their protest letter and express their mind, but for more than 2 hours, no lawmaker or representative attended to them.
We are here to tell the government of the day. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we know him to be the president and lover of peace, justice, equity for all Nigerians. We want to tell the Senate President, Mr. Godswill Akpabio, that this responsibility is saddled on his decks. Police and FCT natives should be quickly replaced with Solomon Adodo from Benue State.
We saw all of the states that constitute the North Central states, about 7 states including FCT, are duly represented in the board. But FCT representative is from Benue, Solomon Adodo is from Benue State, is not from FCT. Section 2 sub 1b of the Act stated clearly that there shall be an indigene of each state that constitutes where that commission is being established, which is the North Central. So it is expected that FCT indigene should represent the FCT people in the board.
A detachment of armed police officers later came to have a discussion with the protesters. They urged the protesters to leave the National Assembly main gate, but the protesters insist they needed the representative from the National Assembly to attend to them and accept their protest letter.
If you go through the list, you will notice that Benue as a state has about 4 representatives from the state, with one Solomon Adodo of Benue State representing the FCT. The people of FCT, having National Assembly as their own state assembly, have decided to gather here to speak to the leadership of the assembly that they should convey our message to the National Assembly, to the federal government, and all authority concerned that FCT is not represented in the North Central Development Commission.
After some time, the policemen got tired of the protesters blocking the gate to the National Assembly and decided to deploy one of their crowd control mechanisms, tear gas, even as protesters ran for safety with some persons sustaining injuries. For now, the FCT indigenes have taken a retreat, but no one knows the extent the protesters will go to fight for what they believe is an injustice against the indigenes of the Federal Capital Territory. Tunji Olanipeku, Arise News.